Good morning, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Ascendant, if you want to call it that. Good morning, or well, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be in this beautiful planet of ours. It is Sunday, the 27th of June, the day of the sun, as I record during a heat wave. It's getting hot in here, huh? I'm on the eastern part of North America, so I know that I am well aware that it's very hot in America and Canada on that side on the eastern side of those parts of the world, that is. So I'm wearing a little bit of a wife beater. I don't like the term. Why do they even call it a wife? Okay, let's not get on a tangent. I'm being a little bit theatrical today. Mars is in Leo. Venus will also be there soon, I should mention. Let me, first of all, have a sip of my coffee, and we're going to go ahead and get into your reading, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. That is good. So it is early in the morning for me, and there's a bit of a breeze going on outside. Could use that during this heat wave. It is morning time, and I'm wanting to record a reading for Leo for the period. So this reading is going to be from now. It's going to cover the period from today until the new moon that we have in Virgo on Labor Day on September 6th. So essentially, we're doing a reading for the periods of July and August for the most part, but so essentially, TLDR, this is your summer reading, okay? Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising out there. So, need to release a little bit of that pressure. Leo has been feeling a lot of pressure in the recent month, in the past few months. You've been needing to pull back from the world, from you've been wanting to not be so present so much because you've been realizing that you want to take care of yourself. You're not feeling very emboldened by your own presence, so you're needing to actually have some solitary time, which is not usual for Leo people who are wanting to express themselves. So what has been an obstacle? I've been looking at this card for the last 2 minutes before I recorded the video, so it comes out again, and this is an obstacle. So again, you are tired of, like, you want to have your alone time, but you're also not doing it because you're putting it off. You're procrastinating the me, myself, and I time that you're finally being confronted with during the summer. You're needing to have your personal time, and July is going to be a very important month for you. Mid-July, specifically, when we have the Mars-Venus conjunction at 19 degrees of your sign. So, you've finally been needing to reassess how you've been operating in the world. And after that point of the Mars-Venus conjunction, along with the moon there conjunct, not only Mars and Venus, but the moon, there's going to be a huge yearning to spend your own time in your own space, and you're gonna feel a lot more creative after that point. You're gonna feel sexier, perhaps. I mean, Mars is already in Leo, so you've been feeling very frustrated with some of the limitations you've had with your relationships. With Saturn in Aquarius, your opposing sign. Saturn is opposing Mars soon. So there's a need to reduce perhaps the amount of activity you're doing amongst other people, because it feels at this point like you're not giving enough time for yourself. So that's what you're needing to do, but you're not able to do it because you're also putting it off. I feel like you're procrastinating that. So what have you been working towards? What is something that you're wanting to keep working on until September 6th? You're going to be all right. I think that you've been needing to be a bit more of a recluse, huh, Leo? What have you been working towards? Uh-huh. So not being so with this card, I think that you're trying to make an effort to not have your mind racing, to quell the mind and to regain your sense of curiosity, because it seems like you've been taking care of a lot of people in terms of being their cheerleader in a sort of way, and then along the way, you forgot your own sense of creativity. So July, I'm going to say this again, July is going to be a crucial month for you to regain your sense of confidence through your sense of creativity. Venus-Mars conjunction. And most likely than not, with the moon also conjuncting there, you're going to be able to develop that from your comfort space, from pulling back from your private environment. And then by your birthday season, you're going to be on a roll to get your life a little bit in order. So what is your focus for July, August, and early September? Seven of Wands is your focus. Interesting. So you're going to want to seize certain opportunities that are not going to be staying around forever. And I think they're gonna happen most likely amongst acquaintances, people that you know on the internet, people that you're just starting to know, strangers. It seems like the focus here is to communicate with the people, the open circle of people. You know, they're not necessarily the people that you're closest to, but it might be a group that you're associated with or that you're opening yourself up to. If you're joining a community or you're taking a class or, I don't know, you have an internship. It seems like there's a lot of opportunity there for you to seize, but it's not going to be there forever. So it's about, I think we're preparing you in July. July is, so the next few weeks, you're still looking at your internal world as your ruler, the sun, is transiting your neighboring luminary Cancer. So we're hitting your 12th house there. The sun in the 12th for you, Leo, wants you to practice solitude so that you can regain your sense of spirit. Okay? And if you refuse to get yourself in order, to balance your yin and yang, masculine, feminine, Venus, Mars, if you don't want to observe your talents and what you're capable are, and not be so distracted by what's going on with everyone else, if you don't do that, you run into the danger of confusing yourself. you're gonna find yourself aimless if you don't take the time to be in activity with your own spirit. And I do want to mention we have 2 full moons in Aquarius, your opposing sign, for the next 2 months, July and August. So for you especially, Leo, there is going to be a big culmination happening in terms of how much you're giving of yourself in the presence of other people in your daily and public world. I find that Leo individuals are especially prone to burning out by putting on a good face, by being overly enthusiastic. Sometimes you're doing it because you're wanting to be recognized. You want people to appreciate you, but you're not going to overtly say it because you're too busy wanting to bring light into other people's lives because you don't want to feel that. So you understand the principle of, not wanting to feel down on your luck. So you wouldn't want your neighbor to feel the same. And so you're sort of the beacon of light for them in that sense. But if you aren't the beacon for yourself, then I don't think you really have the right to, play the role of the fool in the grand play for the audience. If you don't really know, if you don't liberate yourself and you don't find yourself along the way, then I think you'll go a little bit insane. You run into the danger of putting on a mask to the point that you can't even differentiate yourself from the crowd, right? And delusions can really happen along the way when that happens, when that occurs. I gotta switch up my vocabulary. Cheers. Again, cheers. But I mentioned the full moon in Aquarius, the full moons in Aquarius, the 2 back-to-back ones. Well, yeah, in late July, late August that we're having, because we're ending a cycle in terms of how much you're giving of your time and energy in relationships, amongst others. I think we want to finally separate you from the crowd for a little while longer so that you can really feel the light in an authentic way, in the real and visceral way that other people are experiencing it when you're helping them in an enlightening way. But I think that for you especially, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, you're going to have to do your own thing. Kind of like Taurus. I think Tauruses are having the same thing. But I think for you it's a little bit more of a priority, where you definitely need to put yourself first. And you're not being selfish for doing it, okay? So what is the benefit? The benefit, if you So the benefit that you're going to experience by the end of this transit is fake relationships are going to dissolve. It seems like you might have not, I don't think you even realize it, Leo, but I think that you have been naive. You're going to find out by the end of the transit who you're going to really want to be along with emotionally, which relationships are going to be worth it, are going to be mutual. But I think that you're going to be disappointed for your own good. You need to find this out, Leo. With the full moons in Aquarius, the next 2 months are going to be a crucial time for you to regain your sense of personal power by finding out some very disappointing. It's not. I don't even think it's going to be information given to you. You're gonna finally understand, Leo, who wasn't taking you for granted. You're finally gonna notice and understand where you've given yourself so much away and how others might have treated you as merely a slave for their own self-interest. So there's going to be disappointment, but it's going to ultimately serve you. At the bottom of the deck, subconsciously. So you've been thinking about, you've definitely been wanting to take care of yourself physically. You haven't been so well on a physical level, Leo. And lately you've been wanting to be more creative. So it's all because you haven't had the time to do it. You're tired because you're overdoing it with relationships. So finally, you're at the point where you want to be involved in creativity again. You want to write. You want to maybe draw, sing. There's a need to eat better food, to take care of your body, to nurture. And I think that overall, there's a lot less noise, a lot less social activity. You're really reducing and starting to disappear into the shadows in a very graceful way, where you don't have any ill will against the people that even disappoint you, but at the same time, you just want to be genuinely happy. So one insight card. We have a lot of mutable cards. So I think that you're definitely going to want to edit your life. Okay, we're not taking a drastic change for you, Leo. This is more so about cutting down on the majority of relationships and obligations through relationships that you don't even need to keep up. But we're editing your life, we're refining it so that we can open up room for your own gifts. What is an insight card for Leo? New life. Editing your life, new life. We have a lot of Piscean cards, including this one. So I think that by the end of the new moon in Virgo, you're going to have a lot of a lot of financial problems that you were experiencing, and a lot of the betrayal that you felt. That's slowly going to get healed, and very increasingly, very soon, you're going to see. You're going to feel a sort of exhilaration happening from the heart space, because you're going to be overwhelmed by the goodwill that is happening for you as we build up into fall season. Jupiter and Neptune are in Pisces, so there's a lot of and Jupiter will be going backwards into Aquarius soon, but then it will return later next year. So don't be surprised if you're gonna meet new people later in fall. You're going to be so excited for the new relationships and the new strangers and acquaintances that you're going to meet. They're going to be far more different, and they're going to feel like a symbiotic relationship. But there's also a lot of old relationships and dynamics that you're letting go of. There's a huge clearing needing to happen there in that relationship area. But July is going to be a really important month, like I said, for you to focus very much on yourself. Take the next few weeks to rest and to do creative work. If you want to do something that you've been putting off that gives you a sense of relaxation and internal stability, go after it. Don't delay it. Leo, we love you. We'll wait for you when you're ready, huh? So go back into your nest, and when you're ready, you'll be able to wake up all the sunflowers in the fields again. I don't know why I said that, but take it easy, Leo. We'll see you soon. Thank you for listening in. Take care. Goodbye.